What is up, everyone? Welcome to Dark Corners. I'm your host Dark, and today we're doing another reaction video. We're doing a reaction on the new Llama Arts Mr. Nightmare animated story. You can check out Llama Arts channel in the description for more animations. This one is called A Creepy Ghost Hunting Story Animated, so I have no idea what it's about. You guys seem to like the previous reaction video a lot, so I'll probably be doing more. So if you have any other suggestions for what I should react to, make sure you let me know in the comments section. And while you're at it, make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe, and I guess if you're really feeling like it, you can also follow me on Instagram at Dark Corners TV. Link should be in the description. And let's get right into the video. Nice. It's wait a second. You guys have to know what time it is. Right now, no memes, it's almost 4 a.m. So this is next level clickbait. We're watching this at 4 a.m.
5 years ago when I was 21.
Whoa.
Me and my friend Seth got into this app, which
is this Mr. Nightmare? Because he sounds different.
Ghost hunting, but nothing much would happen. Sometimes a dot would appear on one of our phones.
I know that app.
Say random words.
I've tried it as well.
We would ask, "How did you die?" and stuff like that. And sometimes the answers lined up, but it was mostly random. One night, around 2 a.m., Seth suggested going to the cemetery to see if the app picked anything up. I was hesitant, but I nervously agreed.
Yeah.
We started making our way through the neighborhood towards the cemetery.
These are people that have never watched a horror movie.
Cars, but they were empty on this night. We walked down the middle of the road with the app running, but it wasn't picking anything up. We finally made it to the cemetery, which was a small, family-owned one where they only buried their own. Seth went up to the gate and started shouting, hoping to get a response on the app.
Seth's an idiot.
I was standing in the road, feeling unsettled, when Seth starts yelling, "Is that all you've got?" I told him to stop disrespecting the dead and to leave. He tried being funny, saying, "Oh, I'll make them show up," and jumped the gate and started stomping on the graves while screaming.
Don't be Seth. Don't be like Seth.
"Come on, show us something." All of a sudden, our phones said something at the same time. I looked down at my phone and it was there. We both just stood there, looking at each other when 10 or so red dots appeared on the radio, and it said it again. When I looked back up from my phone, Seth was next to me. I said, "We have got to go." As soon as I said
we
that,
have got
street lights turning
to
off
go
one by one on the top.
This actually happened to me once. I swear to God. One time I was outside at night and I think there was like a power outage or something because the lights all stopped and it was freaking scary. Not gonna lie.
The street.
It was scary.
To us.
Do you know how dark the street is when the street lights are out? Like, you might not realize it because you've never seen it, but it's really dark at night. Like, legit, you can't even see your hand in front of your eyes. It's really dark. So we're taking those lights for granted.
As fast as we could. We got about halfway into the neighborhood before running out of breath and having to stop. I felt like I was gonna throw up from being scared and winded. Then I heard my phone say something. It was muffled, but I knew what it said. Being too scared to look at my phone, I looked at Seth, who looked terrified. He nodded at me to get my phone out, so I slowly pulled it out, and it said my name across the top. I turned my phone off and said, "Screw this, I'm done." We made our way back to my house and had a cigarette to calm down.
Don't think the ghosts are done though.
What just happened, almost not believing it, when I heard my phone again. This time it was my sister's name. We just stood there, frozen, not saying a word, when it went off again and said my brother's name. I took my phone out, turned it on, and deleted the app. I asked Seth to stay the night, but
what app is that?
Refused. I can't blame him.
I need some clickbait.
When I finally got to sleep that night, I dreamt a muffled voice repeating a word over and over. I started to wake up and the words became clearer. My phone was off, with the battery out. But when I turned it over, it was lit up.
Kinda unfair since it was Seth who went into the graveyard and disrespected all the bodies. So, my opinion, they should have targeted Seth, but oh well, I'm not a ghost, I don't know how they think.
With the app running. It had a red dot about 6 feet from me, still repeating.
Is there gonna be a jump scare? That's actually kind of scary, not gonna lie. Those are goosebumps.
I woke up the next morning and went to the bathroom. I had a razor-thin cut from my left shoulder to my
actual
right hip.
goosebumps.
I don't know what happened that night, and nothing has happened to me since. Needless to say,
Ooh.
I don't mess with that kind of stuff anymore.
There goes your kidney, bro. Hey, I like that story. I mean, the stories are always pretty simple, pretty open. Anyways, I'm sure you guys enjoyed that one. Let's do one more animated story. I'm gonna find one for you guys. And if you're enjoying this so far, make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe, check out the original video in the description. Let's get right into it. Alright, so this story is called The Scary Field Trip Horror Story Animated. I'm not a genius, but I'm guessing it's about some kind of field trip. Let's see if I'm right. Have I ever been on a scary field trip? No.
Back in high school, I took a mysteries and mythology type class, or something
Oh, that's
like
cool.
that. I don't remember the name of the class.
That's cool.
It basically just had to do with real life mysteries and creepy shit.
Oh my
I
god.
was into that kind of stuff.
I wish I could have taken this
I was
class.
taking the class with a good friend, who I'll call Ben for this story. The teacher of the class took us on a field trip to a nearby abandoned village with an unknown past.
Oh my god.
The village was built in the early 1900s.
I wanna
but
take this
seems as though
class.
It had been quickly abandoned shortly after it was built. The bus ride there was about 20 minutes.
Okay, not
All
bad.
of us were glued to the bus windows as we pulled up some sketchy-looking, decrepit road cutting through dense forest.
That's cool.
The road eventually led to a clearing. We were there. We stepped out onto the road, which had grass growing through the cracks. The grass surrounding was almost knee-high. Then there were the buildings. The tall,
Looks like a
archaic
Minecraft
brick
village.
buildings with the boarded-up windows all gave
Does
off
it not
such
look like a
chill-
Minecraft village? Let me know in the comment section if I'm right. This legit looks like a Minecraft village.
vibes.
Not that I would know. I've never played Minecraft in my life.
The teacher lined all 20 of us up, counted heads, and then began leading the way. The point of this little field trip was to use the so-called skills we learned in class to see if we could put anything together about why the village may have been abandoned so long ago. Some of the buildings had holes in the walls to serve
Ghosts,
as entryways.
probably.
There were even holes in the ground next to some of the buildings, seemingly dug to get into the basements of some of the buildings, which seemed creepy. There was one
That
building, though,
is
that
creepy.
stood taller than any of the others. It just intrigued me the most. While the teacher was leading the group towards the village church, Ben and I decided to sneak off on our own to look for anything
crazy.
interesting.
No.
When we walked off in the direction of the tallest
Always
building,
stick with the group.
we saw a hole in the ground. It was dug by the back door of the building, which had been sealed off.
Are they gonna
the
go in
hole
there?
was a ladder, which led down to the concrete floor below. We both looked at each other and knew we had to do it. Ben climbed down first.
If you're gonna do it,
then
at
me.
least record it.
Luckily, this was just around the time Apple started putting flashlights on their phones, so we had a source of light. It was creepy down there. There were a couple of beer bottles, one graffiti tag on the wall, and dusty wooden planks everywhere. There was a wooden stairway which led up to complete darkness, since all windows and doors had been sealed shut from above. We had already gone as far as to enter the building, so we figured we'd go up the stairs too. I went first, and with each step,
Bad
the
idea.
creepiness of the 100-year-old wood made me feel
Bad
as if I was
idea,
going to
bro.
fall through each and every step.
You should have.
Ben followed suit. This floor of the building was very tight. It seemed like there were many openings going off into different, smaller rooms. It was so dark in there, you would never even guess it was daytime.
Bro.
Ben and I were honestly starting to get creeped out in there, and agreed to go back outside.
Yeah, finally you
But
do
just
something
then,
smart.
There was a noise in one of the tiny rooms, like a big rock hitting the concrete floor. A normal instinct would be to run, but Ben and I froze, locked eyes for a moment, then both tiptoed over to the opening of the room. We shined the lights into the room and ran.
Why would you do that?
We ran back down the stairs and then up the rusty ladder back outside. We caught up to the group out of breath. We didn't say anything though to avoid getting in trouble. One of our classmates asked us what was wrong. We told him we snuck into one of the buildings, and in one of the rooms, when we shined the light into it, we saw 3 guys standing maybe 10 feet away from the doorway, facing Ben and I in a weird formation, as if they were waiting for us. As we continued following the group,
interesting.
we paid extra
I was not
attention
expecting
to the
that.
tall building we entered from the distance. And before leaving, we saw a person's face at one of the higher level windows that had not been boarded up. We never told the teacher in fear of getting in trouble. We didn't know what to think. Were those just homeless people living in there? Were they gang members in hiding? Ben freaks me out with his theory. He says they were ghosts of the people who once lived in the town.
They didn't look like ghosts to me,
Still,
did they?
the way the 3 guys were just hauntingly standing there so calmly, staring at us the moment we peeked
They
our
did
heads
say there
through
were
that doorway.
beer bottles
I
downstairs,
still
so
can't get that image out of my head.
maybe they were
I may go back to that village one day,
having a party.
just to prove Ben's idea wrong.
Oh, he actually went back? Are you an idiot? I guess so. Interesting. Goosebumps? Check. Anyways, guys, those were 2 Llama Arts videos. Make sure you check out her channel down below in the description. If you want me to react to more videos, let me know in the comment section which videos I should react to. If you enjoyed this, make sure you leave a like. If you want to see more, make sure you subscribe. Once again, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I cannot say that enough. If you like me that much, maybe you should also follow me on Instagram at DarkCornersTV. And I hope to see you all next time. Dark signing out.